What's up, Tina Ryan's family, Jawan Buford. It is January 2nd, about 7:30 a.m., getting ready for an 8 a.m. appointment here in a moment. And what I want to talk about today is a conversation I had with one of our partners recently where she was encountering the following objection. An objection was in so many words. People were accusing her of promoting a scam, right? When she was attempting to share information about PPL Assigned Legal Shield and introduce individuals to our value prop. And she asked me, how often do I encounter that issue? And to be transparent with you, and it wasn't to be smug, but I informed her that it's very rare. It is very, very rare that I encounter that problem. Now, I'd attribute it to a couple things. The first is brand and credibility, right? If you were to visit any of my social media posts, if you were to visit anything I have out there in terms of my digital footprint, it's very rare that I am outwardly asking people to join me in business. Now, I make mention that for those individuals who are passionate and interested about our value prop and what it is that we do, huge clue, that there may be an investment opportunity for you in terms of being an affiliate to partner with us. But I don't lead with the opportunity. And the reason why I don't lead with the opportunity is to be transparent with you, because I know, number one, that word opportunity in the marketplace right now is a bad word. I just want you to consider for a moment the number of emails, text messages, and social media posts that you are probably being inundated with on a regular basis, where people are calling you up and asking you to join them in business without even you first being sold on a value prop. It's like going to a coffee shop, sitting across the table from someone, and before you even have a conversation about who they are, what's most important to them, what they're taking aim at, what their goals and objectives are, and without even sharing how you help people, how you serve people, you just roll up on someone random at a coffee shop or random people at a coffee shop, or even if it's someone that you know, and say, hey, join me in this business, because if you join me, it'll grow my organization and it'll grow you, and then you'll earn money. What does that sound like, right? Now look, to the uneducated ear, that sounds something shady. As a former investment advisor, in order for me to build my agency, I had to recruit. I had to find other people who were like-minded, who believed in what I was doing. This is so key, right? They believed in what I was doing. They believed in the importance of financial planning. They believed in the importance of managing their finances better, making better decisions, taking care of their families, taking care of their business, doing the things they need to do to scale and grow from a personal, material, and also business manner, right? Choking my own coffee. But, right, and the solution is drink more of it. Anyway, in any respect, that's who I took aim at. And it's no different here at PPL Assigned Legal Shield. The reason why I don't get that response, aside from the fact that I don't promote myself in such a way where anyone could even try to attribute me being involved in something that's untoward or inappropriate, is number one, I don't post myself out there as a billboard. I'm talking about the value prop. I'm talking about receipts. I'm talking to individuals about how this membership has absolutely changed my life and so many other individuals, whether it be families, professionals, or business owners alike. That's what I lead with. And that was my response to her. I said, look, number one, how I show up. Number two, I lead with, once again, the membership, right? Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, those individuals who achieve the most success in our company are individuals who are passionate about how we serve people, how we help people in terms of equipping them with the tools to launch and successfully grow businesses to take care of their family, how we help them make better decisions financially, whether it's purchasing a car or purchasing a house or getting their estate plan done. All these things have financial implications. How we help people when they're being taken advantage of, whether it be an insurance company or a mechanic down the street, a hospital, or at the workplace, or if they run into some type of situation, heaven forbid, involving their children, right? We help people make better decisions. We help them bring about better outcomes. We help people level up. And that's what I lead with. I very rarely, if ever, come out and approach individuals with the posture of, hey, you should join me in business because we're making this money in A, B, C, and D, and you're going to win in this, that, and the other. Well, I mean, that just opens the door for all types of assumptions. But when you lead with a membership, when it's clear to individuals that you're there to serve them and help them utilize this service, right? It makes it a lot easier to ascertain whether or not they're passionate about what it is we do. Because once again, those associates who win in our business are those individuals who are simply passionate about our service. And we're so passionate about it that we're willing to spread the word and talk about it. No different than if I'm reading a good book, or if I've gone to a good movie, or listen to a good webcast or podcast. I don't go out telling people join the podcast, becoming a staff person, employee, or affiliate. I tell people about the impact that a podcast has made in my life and how it's helped me level up. And then I'm willing to tell people about it. It's no different here. I love this membership because of what it does for people and what it's done for me personally. The fact that last year alone, not to mention the 15 years I've had this service, but last year alone, how it literally helped me save well over, I mean, it saved me $40,000 last year. I talk about that. I talk about how I'm going to get my estate plan updated in February, because I do it every February. I talk about how I intend on purchasing a house this year and how I'm going to utilize it and do that, how I've purchased vehicles and how it saved me money on that, how I've dealt with family law issues. And as a result of those family law issues, or as a result of having this membership, I've been able to prevail without going bankrupt doing so, which is what transpired almost 15 years ago, right? I talk about how it's helped me make better business decisions, even in terms of how I manage my PPLSI franchise and how I manage the other verticals that I'm involved with, right? And that's what I'm talking about. And if I'm not talking about me, I'm sharing how it's impacted our clients. Once again, whether it be professionals, whether it be business owners, entrepreneurs, corporations, I talk about those outcomes, and that's what people are attracted to. And so I never even plant the seed. This could, quote unquote, be one of those things. I'm just simply talking about the service itself. Now, people will ask, well, how in the world are you recruiting people? How have you been able to build a team? R3, all day long. I lead with a membership. Whether the person sees value in the service or not, I have confidence that the majority of the time they're going to see value in the service, because why wouldn't you? Right? That's my attitude, you know. It's one of those no-brainers. I mean, you really don't need a brain. You don't need to think twice about it, right? If you do, you're probably a person that's not looking to level up. That's just my attitude, period. And if you're not looking to level up, you're not my ideal client anyway, so why would I fret over you, right? Do you know what other people could benefit? But anyway, before I go off on a tangent here, the bottom line is I lead with the value prop, and then I invite to the opportunity. How do I invite to the opportunity? Well, R3. There are 3 referrals that I ask for every single time I share our value prop. The first is who you know that you want to educate. Who do you know that you want to help by making sure they're informed that this is an option that's available to them to make better decisions in terms of their family, their finances, their family, right? Who do you know? Whether it be your cousin, your niece, your uncle, your aunt, your dad, your mom, your extended cousins, people that you work with, people that you talk to on a regular basis. Who's your best friend? Who's the person you would call if your car broke down at 2 a.m. and you couldn't call AAA and it was 6 feet of snow outside and you were going to freeze to death? Who were the first 4 or 5, 6 people you would call on to come to your aid? Well, wouldn't you want to share something that could benefit them and their family, right? So asking, who do you want to help? Next question I ask is, who do you know that's a business owner or entrepreneur? Or who do you know? Or I may ask, look, you know, the last employer that you worked at, or the current employer you worked at, who do you know that's an employer or a business owner that cares about their employees? What am I angling for? Group. Now, group is not, quote unquote, my specialty. I'm effective at it. I've been able to open plenty of groups for myself and others, but it's not my specialty. It doesn't need to be, just like it doesn't need to be yours. You may not even know exactly how to approach a corporation, but keep in mind you have professionals, you have compadres, teammates who are able to help you do that. And so you still ask that question, because then you can refer them to someone else, and 50% of something is far better than 0% of nothing, right? But in any respect, I'll ask, you know, who do you know? Now, sometimes when you ask that question, you got to be a little bit more specific, right? Because people have business owners or 1099s around them. They don't even think about them, like their barber, like the salon owner, like the person that sold them their last piece of jewelry, like the retail clothing store owner that they visited, but since they're a sole prop, they really don't think about them as the business owners. Who's your real estate agent? Who's your investment advisor? Who's your insurance agent? Right? I'll ask them, who's your doctor? Right? People don't realize that they're doing business with business owners all the time. They know business owners. Jesus, once again, probably got some water anyway. But anyway, who do you know who fits that description? That's what I typically will ask for. Who are those individuals? The next thing that I will ask for is, who do you know who's looking to earn the extra $1,500 part-time spare time? Who's the plug in your community? Who are the individuals that are constantly talking about entrepreneurship, business ownership? They're starting up businesses. Who's the go-getter or the grow-giver in your community, right? I'll ask, who do you know who's not afraid of work, who's sick of the check, that wants to know what it's like to really earn grown adult income, a six-figure income? Or who do you know who's looking to earn, who'd be open to something spare time, part-time, 5-10 hours a week to earn an extra $1,500? Or, like I said before, get after a six-figure income, not afraid of work. They're out here, they're in the community, they're helping people. Who fits that description? And look, I'm going to tell you, you'd be surprised how many people will be sitting down, looking at the membership, they see value in it, and they are thinking about other people who will benefit from it, and they'll raise their hand and say, me, I fit that description. I am the plug in my community. I'm the person like you. I'm passionate about this. This makes sense. I think everyone should know about it. That's your person. I had someone on board this past weekend, and I did not ask them at any time to join us in business. Not one time. I never mentioned it in the entire time. I did literally an exposure with this person. I shared a video. I did a presentation twice. I onboarded them, made sure they knew how to utilize the service, walked them through everything, right? That uplifting service, which makes you very attractive as well. I showed that I cared. I was paying attention to some of the things that were most important to them, and I specifically focused on those things when I was onboarding them and how they can utilize the service to achieve their goals. These are the things that I did, right? And then I began to ask for R3. And the moment I said, who do you know who will be looking for an opportunity to earn additional income, part-time, spare time, who will be willing to make an investment in themselves and their family, person immediately raised their hand and said, me, all day long. I was waiting for you to ask the question. But trust me, if I'd have led with that, that person probably wouldn't have given me the time of day. But because I led with the value prop, because I exhibited uplifting service, I cared more about them, I was able to demonstrate multiple ways in which this service could benefit others. They saw our company, they saw our organization, they saw me as legitimate, right? And ultimately, that's how you avoid being in situations where people are convoluting us and what we do with the other stuff that's out there that isn't legitimate, right? And that's how I overcome that. That's why I never deal with that question. I mean, I'll just be transparent with you. I cannot remember the last time I approached someone and had to deal with that. Now, sometimes when I'm doing three-way calls, sometimes when I am following up with individuals on behalf of somebody else, I may encounter a little bit of that, but because I lead so strong with the value prop, that doesn't even transpire. But you know what else it tells me? When I conduct a three-way call with someone, when I follow up with a prospect on behalf of someone, and that comes out of somebody's mouth, I already know what you did as a partner. I know you led with the opportunity. I know you're not following the success principle, the success tenet that has made it possible for us as an organization to grow and prosper. You are not leading with the membership and inviting to the opportunity. You're leading with the opportunity and then inviting people as a, just happenstance to learn about our service. And that's why you're getting caught up. And so hopefully this lands well with you. Hopefully this gives you the soul food and the ammunition you need to go out here and be successful. All right, my presentation is going to start here in 10 minutes. I celebrate success in advance. Man, let's crush it here in 2024. Goodbye for now.